Hey guys, so today I thought we could do a full face of Revlon makeup. I know that it's not something that is super trendy or that a lot of people talk about constantly about all their cool products. I have talked about the PhotoReady Candid foundation lots and lots, and as you can see, I have used lots and lots of it. Absolutely love it. So I've talked about that, and there are a few products here and there that people talk about that I hear about, but I just wanted to do a full face of Revlon. I was thinking about doing like a drugstore series for, you know, just different drugstore brands. So if that's something you guys might be interested in, just let me know. But I wanted to go with Revlon just because I did love this so much. I wanted to try some more stuff. The first thing is the Revlon PhotoReady Prime Plus. It's mattifying and pore reducing. It's makeup plus a skincare primer. It's complex infused with artichoke extract, salicylic acid, and AHA. So this is my first time using it. I have not used this before. Am I doing something wrong? Had to pump a few times, but it finally came out. It's just like a lotion, a white lotion. Rub it in my hands. I definitely think it mattified. I can definitely see that. And I definitely think that it helped with the pores too. I think that I see a difference in those. So then I'm going to use the PhotoReady Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution foundation, and I use the shade 200 Nude. So I just squirt some on the bottom there, dot it around my face. So something weird happened that has never happened before when I've used this foundation. And this on my eye is extra big today, and I think it's just the allergies because I'm dealing with allergies. So if you see that, I apologize that if it takes away takes your attention away. So something weird happened around my nose when I was putting it on and just kind of like, you know, blending everything in. I go and I'm blending right through here around my nose and mouth, and it starts like peeling off. I've never had that happen before. The only thing I've used different today that I know how this foundation works. I've used it before, so the only thing different would have been the primer. So I don't know that I like that primer. I don't know if I used too much of it, and that's why it's doing that. I don't know, but I've never had that happen before. Not with this, because you can see I've used a lot of it and I love it. So definitely don't know about this. So I got this PhotoReady Candid Antioxidant Concealer, but as you can see, it's too dark. However, I'm still going to try it out because I want to check the consistency of it. So I know it's going to be too dark. It actually looks more of my skin tone, and I was gonna trying to go closer to my skin tone with this. I like the packaging of it though, how it's like this, but yeah, it's a doe foot. I like that. So my nose really needs help, so let's do some nose work here. Let's see how this works. Do you guys see this? How it's like peeling up? I can't do it. I need a good base for my face to look good. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take this off and use a different primer and see how that goes. I'm sorry. I'll be back in just a second, and I'll still look like this, but I'm gonna use a different primer. Okay, so I didn't go in with any primer. I just wiped my face off, put the foundation back on, and also I used this concealer, but to lighten it up a little bit because it is so dark, I used some of my Hydrating Camo concealer because I know how it works. So I put that in with that. I mix a lot of my concealers, so that's not something completely new to me. The base, so much better. I was like, why isn't it looking like it normally does? And so then I go and I'm reading the reviews, which I should have done in the first place. And on Ulta, which is where I purchased it, it has 2.5 stars, which is not much, only 11 reviews, and they are so, most of them are horrible. So the first one says, just know, this product just flakes and rubs off after you put it on. It's exactly what I experienced. So I should have done a little bit better research. I also put it on with a brush instead of the sponge, just so any of the primer that may have gotten on the sponge wouldn't mix in with this, because I just didn't want to take any chances. Okay, so this is the Revlon PhotoReady Candid Anti-Pollution Setting Powder. It's in the shade 001, which I think is the lightest. So I put some in the cap. I don't know if you can see it, but I promise it's there. Since my brush is contaminated, we're just gonna do a brush. I like that a lot. So the next thing we're gonna do is bronzer. This is the Revlon SkinLights Prismatic Bronzer. I've heard really good things about this. Really good things about this, and I'm really excited to try it. So here's a swatch of it. Pretty. I got the shade 110 Sunlit Glow. I like it a lot. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I had an okay hair day today, and then it rained and it just went all over the place. But I like this a lot. It has a sheen to it, so it's not a matte bronzer. But I think it's very beautiful. Very beautiful. I probably could have went a shade darker. However, I would rather my bronzer be too light than too dark. So there are no complaints here. Then I also got this Revlon powder blush in the shade Apricute instead of Apricot. It's really pretty, but it's really pigmented. And then we have the SkinLights Prismatic Highlighter. It's in the shade Twilight Gleam, which looks really pretty. I'm just hoping it's not too dark. Guess I could swatch it, huh? May not be. Swirl my brush on there. Again, there's Kick Up. Can you guys see it? Very pretty. know if you can tell on my skin. May not be visible, but you can kind of see like little micro glitter in there. Just something to note. Honestly, I don't mind it so much, but it's not big chunky glitter. But it could be better. Next we'll do our brows, and I got this Revlon Brow Fantasy by Color Stay Pencil and Gel. It's in the shade Brunette. So it has a pencil on one end and the gel on the other, which I thought was kind of cool. I like this pencil. Really nice. Let's try the gel. It's a pretty big wand, which I like a smaller wand. But we'll try it. Not my favorite brow gel, not gonna lie. However, the pencil I really did like. It was really nice. But that's nice that it comes together. That way you don't have to have two different products. So, A-okay. Not my favorite, but it's A-okay. So I didn't get an eyeshadow palette because if you all know my eyeshadow collection, I don't need any more. I've got more than enough. So what I thought we would do is take the bronzer and put that in the crease, and then I have something extra we're gonna do. So we'll do the bronzer first. So I just put that bronzer through the crease, which is really pretty, and I could just leave it like this and go. But we're not going to. I'm gonna take this Ace Beauty bronzer palette that we have. I'm gonna take some of this darkest shade in it, and I'm gonna put it in this outer corner. I'm just gonna pat it in there. This is gonna give a little bit of depth. See, I just gave it just a tiny bit more depth. That's all I needed. I'm also gonna take that dark color and just run it underneath my lower lash line really quick. Let y'all get a closer look at what I did there. Just put it up under that lash line and then a little here in the outer corner. So I also got this Revlon Color Stay Cream eyeshadow. It's in the shade Praline. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Matches my shirt pretty well. And the neat thing about it is in the, I don't know if you call this the cap or what, I don't know. But in this part that comes off, there's a brush that slides out. So see, it's right here and it slides out. So I thought that was neat. And it's a little brush that's gonna be really good for putting that cream eyeshadow on. So I'm gonna use it, see how it works. Okay, so I got some on there, and I'm just gonna put that on the lid. So if you can see it there, it goes from like a powder, like a cream to a powder consistency. Like feeling it here, I feel like a powdery consistency. I really like that. I have been really enjoying cream eyeshadows lately. So I also got this Color Stay Micro Hyper Precise Gel Eyeliner with the smudger. It's in the shade Beige because I thought I've got tons of different other pencils and colors, and I thought beige would be like a nude, and nude's always good in the waterline, I thought. So that's why I went with this. So I'm gonna put this in the waterline. Okay, So I have it on this side, but not this side. Do you see the difference? And see how it kind of opens the eye, makes it just brighter, more awake. I'm also going to go back to this highlighter really quick. And just dip into it for this brow bone. In the inner corner. I also got this Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner that I wanted to try. It's in the shade Blackout. It's a very fine point. It's a nice eyeliner and it's matte black, which is really nice. I don't have enough experience with like those dip and draw liners to make a really good wing or anything like that. So this is what came of it. It's not the best. I prefer a pen, but it's not the worst. So it could be worse. That's definitely for sure. Then for mascara, we have the Volumizing Waterproof mascara, and it's in the shade Blackest Black. When I saw this, I first thought that water had gotten into the package, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did water get in it? And I was like, well, water didn't get in anything else, so why does that look like that? And it's just how it's made, but it's made to look like there's water on it. Very realistic, I have to say. Okay, there's the wand on it. A little curved in the center. We'll try it and see. Here's with one eye done, just to kind of give a comparison of how voluminous it really is. Sometimes it's easier to do that, you know, side by side, so I like it. The wand on this mascara really reminds me of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It's just super similar, super similar, and I really like it. Put a little extra on, but I do like this mascara. I will use it again. And I like to have a little bit of waterproof mascara in the collection just to have. I got this Revlon Color Stay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Nude. Like I needed one more nude lip liner, right guys? It's a nice lip liner. It goes on really creamy. I also got the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Matte Untold Stories. There's the color. Okay guys, that's our full face of Revlon. I'd say the big fail of the video was the primer. Definitely primer. You can probably skip this. I don't know if I just used too much, but I really truly think that it's just not a good product from the reviews. It seems like I'm not the only person that had the problem that I had with it. So, you know, use at your own risk. It's $13.99. So if you want to spend $13.99 on a drugstore primer to see if it works or not, that's up to you. But that's this. You guys know I love the foundation. Can you see how much I love it? It's almost gone. That's how much I love it. The concealer, I think I would like if it was my shade. There's not a lot of product that comes out on the actual doe foot itself, and there's not a lot of product in here. It's 10 mLs of product. This is 3.5 mLs. So I guess you do get little bit of product in here. But it just didn't feel like it. Maybe it's just because it had been laying and I didn't get enough on there or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely close to my skin tone, so you know, that's good. It's not going to do a whole lot of lightening and brightening, but it'll mix with another concealer very well. I think the face makeup looks really nice. I really do. I really enjoyed the bronzer. I probably could have went up, went to a darker, the next darker one. I'm just always afraid with bronzer, if I go too dark, it's gonna look awful. So with this, I would rather build it up. So just know, if you're fair skinned, this is gonna work great. Probably, which I can be fair to light, so it's kind of taking chances there, but it is what it is. This blush I really like. I think it's very beautiful. I don't have a lot of colors like this, so I think it's very nice, and it'll be a nice little addition to my collection. I really do like the highlighter. I was kind of on the fence about it. I thought maybe there was some glitter in it and I didn't like it, but I do. I actually do like it. I had to just look at it one more time. But I think it looks really nice. It sets well on the skin. There's no emphasizing texture, and it just looks really nice. So if you want to try that out, definitely I'd say pick it up. The brow product, it was nice. I liked the pencil. It was really nice. The brow gel I could pass on. I've had better brow gels, so it wasn't horrible by any means. It's just not my favorite, and that mostly has to do, it's more of a drier formula, but also it's like a bigger wand, so I just prefer something smaller when I'm doing my brows. For the eyes, I think the eye look turned out really great. I really like this. I like it a whole lot. I've really been into cream shadows a lot more lately, and this is just a really nice addition to my little collection. So I'll definitely use this as a very beautiful inner lid, you know, highlight to the eye. I think it's very beautiful. So if there's one thing that really stands out, I think it's probably this for sure. The beige eyeliner, I'm not crazy about it. It's not horrible by any means. I just think there are creamier eye pencils out there. However, you can see what the beige, like nude color, will do for your eyes. So, you know, I'll use it probably, but it's not very creamy, so it's a little bit harder to put in the eyeline, and it just made my eyes water quite a bit. This liner I'm not crazy about, but that's just because I've not had a lot of experience with these dip and draw liners, so it was just not my favorite. I do like the mascara. That was also a hit for me. Reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. You guys know that's one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. The lip pencil, really good. I could use this all over my lips and be happy with this. Also, the Untold Stories matte lipstick, really like it. I probably would use this by itself next time just to make it a little bit more nude and not dark. However, this isn't bad. It was a nice combination, but I would just maybe use it by itself. Don't necessarily have to have a lip liner with it. Also, one of the other standouts for me was this setting powder. I really like it, and I think it really made my skin look smooth. And just, I really like it. It works well with the foundation for sure. So I'm happy with everything except for this. This I was not happy with. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it gave you some, you know, helpful tips for your next drugstore shopping trip. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.